Hello there everyone! Welcome to another video. Today's video happens to be a video that I actually have no idea. And so that's why I'm making a video. I was bored, which is, typically how it happens. Normally I'm bored and I make a video. It's, kind of the way it works. I mean, sometimes I have a good idea. That is very, very rare. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just filming crap and drawing stuff. I'm watching Gravity Falls literally at the same time I'm making this video. So maybe it'll have something to do with that. I just don't care. Just give me a break, man. Heck yeah. Just have a good time. See you later. I don't know, whatever. This actually has nothing to do with Gravity Falls. I'm just obsessed. Uh, I decided to draw a house, like a building, because like I normally draw characters and stuff of that nature, but I'm actually drawing a structure that is used to house said humans that I normally draw, and that is what I'm drawing right now. And it's also a flying house because a regular house is too normal for me. Why would I draw a normal house if I could draw a flying house? It's also slightly like a tower. I just went with whatever came into my mind, and that is what happened. So I drew that. That's what I drew. I drew that instead of all of that. I was thinking about Gravity Falls earlier just because I'm obsessed and I am watching that, and so that's the point. This house is just I hit the mic. Sorry. This house is just simply a house that flies. Like there's no significance to this specific house other than the fact that it flies, which is pretty. I mean that is kind of significant. So there is some significance, but like there's nothing about it specifically other than that it flies. There's just so maybe some I assume since it is a house, someone lives there, so they live there, and that is what they do, and it's pretty cool. So I was thinking that I actually wasn't thinking this, but I just thought of it now. That's maybe some scientist guy lives there, and he does experiments in the sky, and he does it in the sky just because. Like, why would you do something on land if you can do it in the sky? Like, I mean, come on. But so maybe that's the thing. Maybe some kind of wizard lives there. Fits, makes sense. I don't know. Maybe just some normal person lives there. An inventor. I guess scientist is kind of similar, but not. Inventor is mechanics. Scientist is like chemistry and crap. But so maybe that's it. I don't know. I tried to add a wind thing, but I couldn't. I later put it on the ground because it like spins and it lifts up the house, because that is actual science. I'm not kidding right now. If you put like a fan under something, I don't really care how big it is. If you just have a fan under something, it will fly. That's just how things work. Strangely enough, people, they be lying when they say that's not true. See, boom, I put the fan there, flies. Just as simple as that. It really is. But so there you have it. It's a house that flies. So therefore, you're in the sky when you're in that. So based off of this, which is actually pretty sick. I'm watching it now, realizing later in life that it is pretty sick. Not gonna lie. So what is the story behind it? I don't know. So okay, some guy lives in a flying house. The flying house moves around. Okay, why does he need a flying house? There's a specific reason why he needs a moving house, a flying house that moves, so he can move from place to place and do things like maybe research different areas. Maybe he's a traveling salesman and he lives in a house and that moves so he can sell stuff, but also move his house with it. That could be a thing. Maybe someone is chasing him or looking for him, so he's got to move a lot, but he wants to stay in a house, so that's a thing. Possible. All good reasons to have a flying house. Also, maybe he just wants a flying house, because I understand that a lot. Because I relate. I definitely relate to that. So, that is a thing that could be possible. I kind of like the flying merchant. The merchant. Maybe all of them. Maybe he's a flying merchant who wants a flying house and is on the run from people. Could combine them all. That also makes sense. Could combine them all. So, that is it. There's a guy who lives in a flying house because he wants to. He's a traveling merchant, so he sells stuff, and that's his occupation. And he's also running from some magic he stole the house from some guy because he's like, oh man, it'd be perfect to have a flying house so I could sell stuff. He stole it from this wizard. The wizard is now ticked off, so he's chasing him down, but he's flying, with his house.
So he's on the run from a wizard and stops in random towns to sell interesting stuff that he has in the house, because the wizard probably had some cool stuff in the house and he learned how to use some of it so he can make crazy stuff to sell, so he gets lots of money. So he's also, you know, making lots of money whilst flying around in the merchant shop. So that's a thing. Wizard's chasing him the whole time. Probably, you know, the guy who stole the house probably comes up with a lot of like defense mechanisms, and the wizard is like really annoyed because this guy who stole the house is kind of like, he's not like a genius, but he just somehow prevents the wizard from getting his house back, and it's really annoying. And the wizard's just really fed up and angry, but he can never win. And it's depressing for the wizard, but it's really cool for this one guy. Maybe that's something. That is definitely a something. So I built this house, I built this house. I did that. I actually built this house. I did not color it. I'm just gonna say that right now. I was too lazy. I drew the house, I did the line art, and I didn't color it. If you want me to color it, you're gonna have to beg, because I don't want to do that. It just seems too complicated and hard. But there it is, boom. I'll show you a picture of it, I guess, even though it doesn't have any color. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, can you share it? I don't know. Share it if you can, if that's possible. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment. And guys, I've changed my ways. I'm sorry, I've changed my ways. You hit the bell, hit it. No, I'm just kidding. Absolutely murdered. I hate that thing. Get it out of here. I was tricking you, and it wasn't worth it. I literally, my heart was about to just get crushed. It was a joke at first, but like I could not handle it. I'm sorry. Kill, absolutely, just destroy it. I'm out. See you later.
I just finished Gravity Falls.